Abladi abinas mo ya abladi TV no min body manje. Me new bodai togbo ashon kwa so no imba ogbeno ke ni famous store to na egbe eji chokecho ni menegbene mimba ogbeno kenjo su mienche inni me ken na me ama ni ji osu menegbene wo akwe be osu manche wo mosaji ni nyemeni nye follow Abladi TV series ni wo fi ohio yake nyenye se ni nyenu ni bia ni ya no shishu jogba kejebe part 1 ke bagbe part 6 ene no be gbe ni kanoji part 7 ni moni wo ke ba gbasani eji osu ma fe Osiahene ni Nortey Adumua ye interview say part kumamle ni wo fi obana ke afo egbe chemo ni jibe ni Osiahene fi ne ken ni Osiahene ke ne ken mene be wo che ba jale ni biamlin ko ni no fe no afi fan ke habo kejo esane ko bimo obanya ni okeba shi mi uni ntabie na ebe indamona ko ni sanji bibi ni yo ni nkefon ehie e wo fa ni ofatawo ni ofa de won body manye
yo umanye jina je chofia de kechema de ni ebabla
o ira don benye se ne wo hwe ake na kan eba ne abele na kan kokko onyemi ntwapo die nchepo o hwe egbele ke ha onyemi ewo be wo ye true car ni wo ya no akeshin be ni okwe kinka do wo na ete himeji abomlin bemlin ne ke no ba mambi baba o ya susu ake kechondo no be osume ke ichi ahelo e ba akwe ni twinjola aba shimbo so far susu mo ja keshin aya na kule na kan obana be oklemi kuku manche wo mo wo ya no chinemli no wa anu be awu blanyo fio ni Nortey buche ake be osu manche ni awulechun ni boji mo no yo se ni ake ojo osu
yo kenkle maha osu mefe omanye mi maha meni ke mi njo osu ehun omanye ni madam shi puake ama me wi mo hiwo wona ne ke igbene kuni wogbla mi shi le no ni nke jo osu e yake noni minli credit yake keje beni atomi 2014 ke bashingmene in preach a particular word. That particular word is always about peace and unity, okay? And in position intake yake nona fe ne hiye we hope ake wo ba nyo reverse koni ne kema jani bi ne ikabadon ni eyebo awo no me kebo ko kemi njo so in le no poten ni mo ba anye ni edamono eja ke in ya he ko moko ngayedi in ya nye ko moko jolly se hu ni efe mi ake in ya yi moko shika hu yedi ni mo ba nye teshide shi ne ba ke mi osu na ake o ba hin shika no ayi in yenu chumo ni nchuo in le efon ko ni nke moko ina gbomo ade sajimi je jalojimi but definitely I'm not fake. I am not. I may not be honest, and yes, I may not be perfect, but definitely I'm not fake. No, no ni iwie mohiwo ni because min jue no ni sake imbuo min susu ya min susu mo mi ake eja ake sake ma yue no ewo mo ko ba tag mi ake shin min dwa man
ni mo ba kolo sanjin komi akeshin wole ake ni okuekin kan do wo na ejemlin oyosi akeshi yilumo ye do wo na we
yes in Yose after Egbeli, not when he was alive, because be mini ni okuekin kan yo je boncha in ye not wo side wokele ye court won ye sanjin even kabashigme ni nke bo yo sanjin withdraw ko. There are cases which are still pending. She me in fit or no pai ni ni okwe kinka gbeshi ni wote wana no to wo ni wo kela ke numu ta flash order onupa ajiu for the sake of spirit of peace and unity to progress us from the level where we are. Ka me nyompele ni ai ni moko begbo emi na afio anmo ekeke kona kwa ke ni bi ni fite ye be mi na ke pele on ke ni bi na here abanya bo analo with that spirit ni no to wo hand me the blessing ake ni Osiahene ya no kona fe na ekomie mamu na abumi ni obodai manyama bibo ake kaje beni ni kinka gbehie ondu ye ekoni no to wewie okwe ye any TV station onu ye radio station ko or this social media handles ake show nu ake ni no to wo nwie no ko eshi ni kinkan gbele ni kinkan fun alo ni kinkan doko no. So that will tell all of us akeshi be numu energy ni no to wo e ye na kan he numu ake ekomefi mu sa ake enyo iba.
Okay. Ni wababe kome fe mo neno shi imbibo ho ake oyosi ni kinkan ake manche no ko hewo ake keji ngmene ni kinkan ete himeji aba omlie yekusu na tamoboni nyake cheme nyele ni won obibie won kase ke manche ko nyo agme ogbe ni atuo manche dani awo eko ni shinu wotane oke lo flombi ewo chumli ni o chunkusu e hala ni leba chon osu ma fe manche ni chebile atoko ni kinka dowuna ni nekeno ne ejagba lo ejagbe
yo ejagbe nyuma shishishi maka aka ejagbe enshiji ake she ama correct one point je me nkele wuchumi. But me, yen shita mone mi in recognize or jaseko atofuche. In we kunu pa unfitai. Ke we kunu pa kokome.
Ni bo nye hie.
Mi no nye hie.
Obe bo kele wuchumi.
Wakele wuchumi.
Ni bo nye hie.
Iwo wakele wuchumi. Mi nye hie, ni meni nye imase kwa una ame. Iwo wakele wuchumi. Iwo in recognize all, in respect all, rule of law, traditional norms, in respect all. Ni nobody can we fair programs be no banyo mincho akeshin wo ye odase akenji mu ko ni da gbe in kobu gbejiano ni sa ake wochon ni akefi oni bi ko meni ha e ba gan ba ya here. She not when o na no kwale ni me ko men ona e take entrenched position. Enforcing quality to become what? Lies. And making you look somehow useless before everybody. Nobody.
How you look useless? Well,
inspector ko nuyin to manche. What to manche?
Bemini afunku manche ni nyo.
Maleke kemeni mfo afuno kemeni mwagmo. No nobody ko babi e ka wagmo. Want to manche money gbu won ba afule no ni oni emi je akeshin nke wo fa won na nene kajinoko fin ekepen yin ta flache into so manche palace name with the point akeshin won ya wa fa ikomi noji no ni history ni ha about ni no to wo e ya ke ni no to wo ngbe ni wa fa ikomi na ewo emu na abumi aka eyin a anukwale ni no to wo accept akeshin ni lumoye ni eje le afo gazette mi na ke ni kinkan gazette even though traditionally eye stule ke ba shimene ni nke boyu right e wo le point e ja keshin ni Osiahene ya no represent me nye kwa na afia ekomiye she mi sumo ni asa owowe no ni te pale se mi ake fe mo komemu ike fo me yi eje mi ake wo kweni owowe me ne sha me no be mi nye fa ni to ebo nye bo atwe be mi ni won prepare with the committees na ka ba fu mi kinkan no ta wo shika ya inu oba na ye na ba fu mi kinkan na kan be ami wo use na kan be ye ni wo ke ko afemini asa owo we sanjini yo jeme. I made this proposal ite no in proposing him ake ke ba fe possible eh what ake wo jase no komeni na ni jase na chon minke sabanche ni mo sabanche ni jase che wo ye no pay this the substantive jase members in that house. Men they are supporting what have you. She ike no mo sabanche te ayu echumi ike na kanu ke amonu pe ekome. I respect them. Ika me yui ni ya de make pupu fe mo aloto mo ko ni ne ewo ike amake ni ina ake mi nje no to wo side nimba ewo e ko le no ko hwe mu e ba afia ke mi support no to wo na kanu nje hu nye ke meni yoshia mi ni jo wo we shia mi ni ka me shia hu no mi ukeji no ko na afi ni mi ko tashi mu ba ka ke nyu nyi support na kan me ewo ko ni an mo fia do ko na afi ko ikudan. What set a committee, an independent body if an only many propose in care osu presby osofo methodist osofo ni osu Anglican osofu Roman osofu what are the Orthodox churches ne I may head say then ke wogbe no na what are an independent legal practitioner independent minded legal practitioner mo ba nye fe ganyo ba nye fe ganyo she le legal ni biami kona metashi no ha me about 2 months ago bedi mini propose question ko beni punu kwa fu mi ngenka kono ha me to 2 months ago na me fe fact finding na me ba advice wo just nobody accepted this. Nobody accepted it. But in the course of waiting for
I'm a babbling boaka fwa lo onaya many fame
because you money for me. I go both way. I go na for me. Wo yete me no ni wonye me wo we bi na ma me yo akwaje na ni not to wo side. Amen ma wolo. Ye pale say me. Na ma wolo they not even responding to the letter. They ignored it. I was part of them. They ignored it. Okay, na can know beba ho. I'm my reminder. Keba, I make my letter. Afo ameda. They as well ignored it. Na can be amesu mo ni ma yue ni ma fe. E aka mi yue ye. E ba fe to ma ke be mi ni njeje me ni mba ni. Ile aka me ko me po accuse me aka shi mi yakọ me ko na make my letter. Can you understand this mentality from people? Nobody. O trake keji ni kinka 80. Not we accept akeshi afe komi na sa ishia kona kwen na keto manche lepo de je baba se ha o ta odo ke mi ma ke no to wa ke ma letter ne ke ba ha me ne suspect akeshi at least say they could help na ke solve problem me ma ke le dan ta flache e we ku me ama me be potan aka ma te na me aba afi no ko. So I was even surprised to the extent that one day ko ni meeting could you believe ake I was told akeshi what be phones. What do for ska back pay me come ba record on bi bi ake ni kinka gbele pe ni obatashi no ba fi ni won na ko na akoska na ake fun ni kinka do ma gbe phone a private business person gbe phone ne temo ko lo me ye bi ni shika je ni ke wo ba pe ha allowance ase when ni no ko iba alo mo ko iba ni ke dan ba ni ke shika ko etele na ba je na ba ja ni obana ni ko yemi ni ha mi inu bungalow na ho yi can be share any machine 2,000 Ghana cedis about out of no na ke $1 million 2,000 Ghana cedis about what kind of joke is this? But you see that is not the problem. The problem is that looking at the way and the manner they manage affairs in the palace, okay, was not pleasant. It wasn't going well because can you make my letter as an about respond ni respond you later na make a reminder about when still you were trying to avoid it. Okay, be made it ba agbene amenya me na ne no keba obodai amenya me na ne no keba palace say me that day ya meeting na me ba no me imbe wale when you hospital ni me ba je me I got to know ake me ba je me then you ba nwa me letter nye ka ma ke chinye lo wo we ko me o fa ne botu nye ka nye lo wo we ko me na letter ama me letter me they stated ake owo ameka ake alo wo we I'm saying this because I'm na me my letter I'm ajuate copy of the letter. So I'm laying emphasis on the facts in the letter. I'm a state clearly. Owo we shia ya mantra me shia ni no kan shia di no meta. Ameka ake mkwa ba kwa na ba sa ameti. Ame cousins di meni yo shia. Ni twa ake yomo ni fo ameni na to le manche. Right? Aba maleke da joate na to le manche. Ame hu ame nani. No ame fa me fi omini. Cousins. This is what they claim. They said it in the letter. And therefore, Akwekona family, I solved problem. So, me seeking their attention for resolving of the matter before the burial of Nikinka, do you think I did the wrong thing? Right? So, none of them bothered. In the course, Beni Milaka Shini Binebano, Beni Maelishi, Aka Juahame, Aka Awomea Sese. Asakosanie. Adwe kosane yi abikonoko shi awo mi na chole ajula me ate agbebunso ni awo me sisi ni jemo ko me hu she the same house me ifo me ni ji akwaje bi ebe me but me ni ohia me menu ate afi na kankuso ha ni to ake na kankuso ka afi hu ebe ma nche jinoni ato
achuo na kankuso ya mokomeni amola ka labato le manchalo anyo afio ha me pi na kan we abale na
achuo mokomeni amola ka bato manche ke you understanding here. Okay. Yes, right? But before that ye pe mi ne gbele ko lu te pe ni ake achu kedan ni ake jase che ba achu kedan. You see, let us have this clarification clear. Jase che is the head of the Jase, but the Jase is a collective body, and nobody in the Jase has that utmost power to take a decision on its own. It must be a collective one. And I'm saying, like, in that Jase, kaka joate Osiahene weni, kaka dupo no Jase che weni, kaka udate sno atofo che weni, akaka wekunu pa weni, kaka teno we, akaka wekunu pa. I am many represent or teno we, right? I'm a position I'm a yo edeme. Okay? Therefore, naka position say need the royal position say need the maunu pa I'm a form of Jase, just she onu pa, alo wekunu pa. So they should stop the twist. Okay? No what? Ye share me ye pale say me can need some champion many mini. What is the substantive Jase members new order me? So near change should know okay is one person and I'm also what? One. What bineni what take pay. Never na you need those supporting Jase members say were there. Na ke ake dambachu. I rose and I said no. Hold on. Bemene my letter. What respond ko? Bemene ke wake problem here jeme. I have also proposed, but on that question, you have turned a blind ears on all that I have said. So now that you are saying, Akeshi, you can down to Kenya, you can down to Kenya, kuna hafi mini. Cause you can down to Kenya, they shall no na mayi manche. Means you know be ame. Obi ame na me habo manche. Aloje na ken. Hold on, let's attend to the problem because, like I said, in Kenya, I'm not an ostrich. No Kenya to wo shiami. Ni na ni ba hiya guna. So I was open to them. Even that day, I went further to mention Prof. I went further to mention to them, I actually brought this guy from somewhere. Against Nikinka. But when Nikinka we thought no, it is not necessary. And I'm telling you, Sumehake, in fact, all these allegations and these are unnecessary because it was not by force. I can to Prof. It wasn't by force. If they have adhered to my probably proposals, they never took the entrenched positions they took because one way or the other, I make many your palace session be a community palace me. So they have taken the position like I can make many qualified number manche.
I just see no na blofoke no kwakashi majority carries the vote. Okay, balake just see no amemlinchi mo yosia ke many your owo we a mantra ame credit ji lumo alo amemlin ebi na jena wo lumo benu eleke bo kome umo no yemlin no chon susumo ni majority e ke pan gbe asani shikun onyo fata me ni Osiahene ni o chitan ke ko le shin onu pe ko me ame they are not supposed to be substantive members shin ye bo lumo omlin kenken to la here aye magian cheme ka ba shin amlin hu aba hin we kunu pa ye Germany they could all form part of Jase ye fen ye nyegbe ye Jase emlin ye wa ke majority ke wo yo si owo we ni wo yo so many yo jema ke lumo ide nche ni ene shkwansa no pene no na Osiahene
ni obudai efe ma gashi owie mo no wie na no oponu owie na kan wie mo ne maso woni bodan cho repeat ko no kwa kashi wie mo no wie kolo nkeke ote obajase emi aye substantive Jase no general explain I don't mali na agbe na supporting Jase members inte no ni description an habo ake Jase substantive members amameji man onupa right ameji man ofa de botu ameji man onupa we kunupa shi onupa ni amame to wo amame domo sha amame fa wo na to wo je ameji Jase ye amame fa wo na to Jase ye members yes they can be part of the Jase by supporting the Jase, but when you're looking for the substantive Jase members, right, they are the many afemini atoame afoame himu many atoamata saying no meji Jase members. That one nobody should nekema dia crooked gangmea suban boyini down the twist and what have you. Now I can take favor. I'm not interested in that one.
Na ma onupa na Jase.
Na meji mo onupa Tell me managing men. How do you understand?
Ya mean susumo na Osiahene neke bena ba anye fi ma onukpa. Atofuche ba anye fi ma onukpa. Agbene hu lumo eku jaseche ba anye fi ma onukpa. Shin ye je ma onukpa ese na me ba wa na kra ma. Aye jase hu ni no hu ma onukpa e ba anya fi part of the jase plus shin onukpa e ku me hu. Ni esa na a classify ake aye jase dienche substantive jase than aye supporting jase.
Amake bonoku. No, Chon, it is wrong. It is absolutely out of place. And I'm telling you this today. I am man onupa council. I'm a mon niti menika ke man onupa be pie we kunupa ti meni ya form on aka man onupa council baka ke jase na ma me ko lumo ami sajie meni ato ame lumo niti meni afo ame mu na me tra choku ya no ame ji jase ni ko ni ne nika ke jase we are talking of like boni parliament, okay, oni ne yo they are the authority. The jase is the authority, okay, that look up and in to that of Manche.
Because parliament, you also want to share wujin. I'm a reps by in parliament. Then the ministers can be they could also
so the minister does not come to parliament, and parliament does not go to the minister. So what
ministers need their members of parliament.
They being members of parliament because they have been made so. It was after
na kan nombo ye olumoyeli mi ake Osiahene abanya kola ke state minister jibo she family won ogbe parliament.
No. Inke afe kusun anale as a minister. Parliamentarian afe kusun anale as a minister. Ne so ministerial oath. No one ba family, e ba minister. And I'm saying okay, what we kunu pa ame jimene ame to wo. I'm a fan wo ke ha to. Right? And therefore, I'm a G. Stomachine in water. When they be in water, right? Ka obote shiane mi. Look at down baby a jemi okuma. Cock it down bote shiane mi. Okay, down beba wukuicho. Ne baje wukuicho no. Ne ba femini. E baba, you know. Keke wukuicho ta jasi mi. Na cha joate. I can have wukuicho. Right? Ka cha joate. I can have wukuicho. Because at the jasi level, I dream bang onupa asali. Ni mene ato ame tashi ye jeme na me feel decision ha ma no jeme minji money yo jeme no kenke we kunu pa fake je biye no te wa bote wa she jase mi solo ne bata solo ni mata ni ke pale je mo nke ni bia pamo solo a position solo mi in position even though ke what call they are supporting us no offend what discuss no take decision on it that is fair, but we should all know, Akeshi, that does not also form a majority when it comes to certain matters. And now let me come to those matters. Okay? Ke iba manche tu. She and Shame no name your manche. Okay? In fact, the two royal houses, they are not supposed to be part of the Jasi. They are not, because I'm many Jasi chun. I'm so the Jasi must be independent enough. Okay? To be able to be fair or fairly deal with matters affecting those two houses. How can they be part of the Jasi? Okay, now, even in the mix of what I'm saying, they are part of the so-called majority vote. How can this, if it is not, cannot be described, okay, as mark of dishonesty? How can one monisia ne share no ne ba ye manche e tashi na susu manche yeli nika jimbo ko en maleta keba ake problem ye shia de nche e tashi le moni aba accuse le e tashi e pe mi. Do you think you can even be bold enough to talk about it, knowing your relationship with a person? Do you think you very few can be bold to do? Me, I will do it. I don't care. Kaji ni no to woman. Let us deal with it. Because what I proposed there, it wasn't like I know so much Akeshi, not a woman would openly win when this arbitration is called. I'm not too sure. Because in the Nonimukuketo, Ekoloni mina is not enough. So I wanted to see more. I wanted to see more. And that is why I opted for that arbitration. What wrong did I do? So for somebody thinking, Akeshi, he is a supporting justice member, he want to form some kind of majority, something which I don't want to describe. It's none of my business. Now, as we were speaking there, and they continue to take that position, I told them, I won't be part of it. Well, I'll tell you why I said so. Senake Yomanche, okay? Lawrence Quist, Benimini, I'm a takeover policy. He addressed the press and mentioned that the stool is missing. Meaning, they came in without the stool. So the first question you ask yourself, Nyobodai, Began you. Ojedu moyeli shinya. Ye yoshipi, yosu. Wali. Ama bibu san. Je sen ake yolumo. Alo lume ko na je sen ake yo. Sen ake yolumo. Me ko me bi akeshi. No si ahini e shinya sen eje melo. They are just playing with what they know not of. O si ahini lechu sen wulu ehini.
Wababo gbena hi ujugba ke nibi ni men ewie ke koi. Minto wa hin lumo osumanche lumo yele ogbla majority decision mlin fanke.
So I walked out. Okay. Because I realized Akeshi Beme have deceived me by telling me I should come for unity talk. And these are my proposals. Akwena sashi and Asia ameno. What concentrate more on Shia Samo. Ni wakweni meanwhile working to bejano ken ha nikinka fun wo beni mini nikinka wo ba fun nikinka water at least one results so that keji amenye am prove out of a name ya keshi asuma no to wo meje ehia keke manyama femini free beje minke. The outcome of the arbitration has come out to clearly. Not to women. Then me woman feel free. Can me money me unti anye not to wose. Can was say be ne fin one not to wose. E bale open. Was my finally a minute not to woo a jessia. Alo jena can. You want not to wose be a one femini. I'm a jessia. But you tell me now. You went ahead to actually present a drink to the house. Benima elishi abo manche mahi me kumahi ju. Akabato. To the extent that I'm a no bobo da otejen you shon na adwa nnabo no nyefu
for na mi na kan ye shi ba amlini yo shi mi un fele fa keshi e abale na ka keshi no mi aya adwa yicho amehemi ojogba ake wada future lo ife ni wo ya bonu wo ke me insurance wo akọ wo gbeja no to ni tekwa akatwa ni le akeke mba adwo ate ho ni tanshi ni ke gidigidi pu e ba bi ene ni mboko atan ni in apply wo ba ya wasane gba no ni make ake wo ni bi abale ne yo be wo ba ya wasane gba no ni ngla ni bi amle ojogba sanjin le baba ojino ni awie e mamle ni enwo na ake ni ha wo bi ne ko ni egla ni bi fm ye wo nyami nu ndiji prof wo momle ma bi akeshi many hewo men no mi mo na hewo ni oke wole akeshi be owo we candidate na mo ye osu manche dan ni ke chondo no ye o shigbele mo mi osusun ake le crede manche yele sale ni ba fi osu manche ja ke decision ni boaka Osiahene oba make ngbenegbi ne e kashin ni e ba hin osu wala shin lemlinken ya na no e wo manage no mi ma hewo ni owo alo nyenkwani nyeto wanyenu prof ina mo yi manche dan
inyemi ni obodai amakebu kuku amejo mi yo wowe ameje mi na meje amehia yeli lumo ameje many because Osiahene take certain stand ewo ameka Osiahene mini esa shoemaker if you pay me Osiahene ejolegi manche ekele wo sa achu no na enwule kuto se han ale senseless talks. These were their statements because many Osiahene femini idomohiko kulon with the truth. Okay. In Yemeni, numo noi ni abamaleke jeshiane ni ji ajuate ni assign memorandum of understanding na aketule as osu manche 1932 shiane eje. Okay. Now, beni ababa manumwe na ba male na kelete shiane yehudasi akaba ma amebi ne ya yimanche. Question e ya keshi na mebe ba male ni obudai na mebe ba ma numwe jegbe me yo shian na ba male moko be shian mebe shian. I don't want to believe whether no beje yo beje whoever, but the point is that Beme Komeni took the decision. Ake woba male ne aye manche. That is one.
Ni memorandum of understanding ne nyese ne ni woke owo we ni yo akwaje atashi ni amechitake ni awo ni no owo ni ji enyo assign memorandum of understanding ni jake ababale shiane ni ebamle ake ameka ba ji wolo epoke yehudasi ake mo fe mo sign ni chomi aka abale na ke wolo eba ni manfe kanie eye yehudasi ake shin ayamale ni abawole manche ni ke yihu ni shishin aka yi donbonwe wolo e manomi ake womo na wole ijo wo we shiamli ni emlinjoni ni manfe yose ke no fe no ni fatai ewo neke mingbla mo ebi neba ja ake kule ohie memorandum of understanding conclude ni ye stroto finoni nyese nyeme ko ke chomie ke no ye bi ene be ye hishiba mliye ni ba anya ji ko ni mambi fe ana ko ni ana stroto ni yo mi ake lelen nyenu ne be abale ni manfe yehudasi na kan shin mi logon esi ken bansa ne bi mo no ekon akeshin me no mi ma ye kusum mling bejano to mling yehudasi ake nyenu prof ne na wole chumling ne le krede isa akeshin eje owo wemling ni le ebachon osu manche enamo eyim osu manche dan
No hani bla min ke bo ake nke owo we me ko men ye jeme danabama no your wood is second. Achele no wood is first. Igbo ke first. Even mancheme aye manchema mo make ni bi kume ame numbers. Aye manche. Ko kwe chief list no ba na me na me ye manche. On behalf of owo we boy pie ye manche ye me. Do okay. No han gba mi na akeshi. Keji wonye me na epo ni ibalake ame ba tashi na me so ame kwa amete. Okay? Ni ame accept ame. Kone balake o be an epo won feel like a keje mene ma no e ya mene ma no better okay because don't need to me ye shi am yomu member osane eto we no she meet on me this my foundation me jomu now me
chomi ake me ni yo je akwaje bi
I don't want to mention like me trake but mo no yo shi am mene no claim ownership beni mi na baba ma oni me ye jomu so wherever they came from or how they came there, they were there before, and they took a decision and accepted. That's all I'm saying.
No mi mako ibako so far ni chomi aka ya manakai mo ni ye woke akwa JBA aksane gba mi ame chompo ake ke ho pokra ame yosi ake mo na ma ho eshishin je owo we shi.
Member the point e pe ake ato manche aye manche assign to memorandum of understanding meaning no me more age prison and you know a criminal records na assign hello what there was reason she ke okane a state yemi aka amale ejake afeni emu ake ichi a elo ni ji meni alaka manya meteshi ameshi ni ji akocho onu pa aka me dwetu yemu ne balake what fair will ne ake ashimashine be what fair will accept like legi wobi wo shia na edomo ejeshia na kan feel it. There was a reason for that. I don't want to go deep into that, but there was a reason for that. When that turns into a matter that will be dealt with, okay, but there was a reason for that. Now in that enko no kwake prove me with monumental facts abanya cho mi mancheko na ato yosune pen na assign memorandum of whatever on that nakamanche.
Near a chain like a memorandum of understanding. Aye efe tamo odase yeli kokwe wedding neke no fe no. Ke memorandum of understanding ebi ne ba ne mi. Aye he odase
but we ismo magba una. Isan de bi mo jake me mancha to ne ka to manche class na asan wolo. Mini wolo asan. Wedding afi. Wedding ete igbana. Ni no was ani ata o me na sign in marriage certificate.
Aba just say mo akehieji ka eji aya hin. Ni ale boni manche yeli sanjin yo ewo keji mo no pa efe na metolu mo amesusu ake wo fe komini wo kaye wo bile he udase ngmene gbe na epo na attaching ne ni agwo wonyenu na wo wonyenu prof ne e ba jagbe po ake ko lo suman bi fe ba fe komi ni ka gbe na mo fe mo asan ba na ake wo fe wo ye wo bile he udase ba ya hin wo kana kan bia me na fe be aya hin eji no
it is not tradition. I get tradition achake mission ta abi mi pen ake mi do acho bi Osiahene ni mi no achake Osiahene ni me kometo ake ni wo fe game ko achake Osiahene to manche tolo. I remember I had an interview via what do you call it, online in the UK ni I interviewed me and they were like, why inke no je mi you know Osiahene je wo ke je heko right na ke ba sheku boni me na me bi mi ake me ne woni nchake ye ona boni ncho Osiahene je ngbe ni je nsa ni mi na onye mateshile bi keke nteshi nchake right she me kuma be ni me kuma property ni no mihu imbambanina na kan no na kan machine ni maya keji for some reason ni you know ko ni ibalaka achake fine she this is tradition, you can change it, and I'm saying okay it is not tradition by signing anything kato manche. It is not tradition. If you make able to call like a lumo yeli mi denje, no ni me pile because of sanjin komene teoshi. Ona e wo no ne if you me ake game sumoni ma je ni game sumoni ma. Makebo it was rather a good thing. Ni game position ni game take against the other parts of the world. Okay? I'm a sumona me sanjin. I can sani teoshi sure. Ame wa me fe ni ake ya gwase ami ana aba invite ni obodo ake dan ba fe mini ba chu ye bule na ake ohimeji yen nta obo ko ba abadwe a record ni anshi no ye nye me mini aten okay no nakaji beni cheme hinshi ke ba shin mini nakaji boni sa ake wo hinshi e ja ke to bia na ni tashi ne mi nta o palace ne bi ken ko pen ke pipa bi ke ken manoko ona boni jo nke minfu po en manoko ye mi ne ke minfu ma the next minute e aje ko ye press me. Oh, get me. But let me tell you something. I can still use like a meaningful way by saying it word by verbally, word to mouth. And do you know what will happen? He just listened and heard it, and that is it. There's no evidence to prove. But today, with the Kemajani being man, no, it creates problem. Then I'm saying, Atoko Mancheko. Right? Listen to me. Now, from Noe the second day, Abana take Roman, Noe Romano. And they assign memorandum of understanding. Fine, if you don't want to call it memorandum. Whatever document, Moko sign. The same Jasi need to Noe the second day. It's the same Jasi that actually installed Minachole, Noe Roman Kenate, ma litigation. The question is, why didn't they sign something? And the previous one say, okay, if you are saying let me leave the previous ones before Noewu, right? Let me leave that one because there was nothing signed at that time. What happened after? Okay, so I don't want to burden myself so much on that one, but the fact is that there was a reason for those things to be signed. Okay, there was a reason. But yes, abanya accord ni in a way ake legally stand make a problem me. But don't also forget Akeshi. Don't also forget Akeshi. As we speak, after Nakain paper denche, there has been cases in the Owowe. If I'm saying that there has been cases in the Owowe, they should stop sitting there saying that Osiahene je Osiahene, Osiahene fere meneka yi ke jase Jimmy. When I'm saying ya ke jase Jimmy, ma yu jase Sunday manche ma Sunday jinon ma femini mayui because manche Sunday yo no manche Sunday mayui no they should stop it but me try catching subsequently going forward there has been manche menato there has been other rulings ne litigate similar ruling is Afo Akron okay that Afo Akron state in Akeshi Numo Jonathan Manchenatole 1970 okay was against Amameshia nene wa me accept no mami anti Afo Akron neke na kan case ke for ade se case the court amete claim in Akeshi ame bi ke amenyemi na atole eje ehia ne sa ni eyo ne shiyo na bini okay Jamie ke right ni aha judgment here no there is a ruling on that one na fe iya mpo afono niji palace Caesar for property miniature protection or whatever okay but it was based on that no that even tells you akeshi you were keji oyenyemiko and anakanmu una boninchon that law tells you akebe nakanmu enyeyi yake it has been made clear ake nakanmu je adwate okay niji o ma abowi and for that reason nakanmu be a descendant ni amefemini ameyi listen I don't want to go much into
nakan eja insane bi mo yakọ profeni awu ole ke money eye manche dan ke no ni ma no mi shi mi na ko eto inko no ko ni ya ba insane bi mo mi ya ke petole allo
me building point mahabo
yo
right me building point koi okay and I'm saying akeshi many challenge the keni na eji akwaje biye Afo Akron me ama me hia me no mi ame ye hia na meke ameka akwaje bi ne ji okoi minsa manfin ebi ne keni ame ni okoi minsa manfin ameji meni ame challenge na kenye me kenye na kefi ne ken Afo Akron ne now coming back to ne be mini had nullify Jonathan the remedy which that paper states say not owo ni no aketo ni Nortey owo
Shina hana kan judgment agba mlimpo aka akeshin keji lelen nyeme na meje ajuate benu chomle akeshin akwaje biye ji meni ameji lumo ede nche wo be nye ya ninya ya anye lumo
so ko jajuate na kan no mo agba mlimpo aka ama akeshin na ka enye jajuate iwo by force nye anya ya mokoshi amanche amamba agba mlimpo aka na kan alo amere ma ka me
Chicago pokra
listen
be me no chon be ameshishi fan hu kekoye jemeshian oyosi ona kan
no Obudai, let's be friendly to this okay and let's help the listeners I'm saying ake ame agbami po aka ma ake ame jajuate akwaje bi
nunke yo for be mle ni wo ka akwaje shon no pa rio ame gbable npo ame ka akeshim me ni shey aka me jajuate tamoboni ni ye shiba mle o rio akwaje bi ne ni ke nyeme ne pagbe ame ka akeshim ame nyeme ni na me yosi akeshim yomoko ye owo we shian ni lewo ame hwe wo ke hopo kra ame shishi fa je shian mle
no wo can you letter na make ba palace me am state letter hu me akeshi awa me na asa ameka me nyeme attain this is what I'm talking about no me na me taje me na me accuse of me right it's baseless because letter state to awa me bo teje ameka ba ke ameka cousins ja balo me mali you are telling me o teje ameka cousins ja me
ame chitan shini bo fe Osiahene ni owo moko ebi ono na no mi ma ni mi bia keshi meni no mi mo na ni chom ya ke prof leji money je wo we ni ke da mo wo we na eyamli na mo eyi manche dan
prof chekwe ni ji ni no to wo osukin ka we jase tole eye manche she true ne ke litigation ni ya machine ane no ni ameta wo na asa ane no mi eje ni manche yeliye sleep keti dowuna many oshi ami ama me maleta kan ha dowuna biye listen ame maleta kan ha dowuna biye ake amena boku ne yi manche na kan time mi dowuna biye we feel ready ake because of the long litigation ye shia we feel to modi bi ya lojuba wo be ame unpa na me mumi aka mafi and they also had a support from outside na mekemu na gbe ameke ni kin kan ba ba me ko me so ma chegbe ba me ko me ni yo ne ke wonye me ne ni yo owo ne ni mene na me kwa kan ba yi manche ne 14 years ago they were working, they were of age. Many banana money by manche. Were they not ready, or they couldn't get anyone? Because I have the letter that's the roots saying I can be bemoko. No, don't wanna be a yidan. I make ake, I make you ready. Okay, all right. Now, from there, my point is, kaji ameke me kuma yidan. Mene miniba na kan meni lumia menchuni na ama me kan ba ye. And I'm telling you Hakeshi, ni no to wo ke ba shing mene ni wo yo. Osu black stool ni himeji efe ke yi manche. Na ken yi manche oluwe e ni no to wo de.
Ni ka senko ya mokodi ni mo
correct your statement. Kache was say senko.
Inwie ye ekole befon ko na.
I'm a cable. That one let me tell you. Okay? The symbol of authority of Osu, which is the principal stool, the black stool, Senkwami, in Kaya Doto Woody. No Kaka Senko Yamokodi. Now, when I don't refer to Doto Womu as Moko, I'm talking of saying ye Osu Manche Natole, Yakusuna, Jamintole. Himejine Hue, Ametole. Ni me ye Shiami, ni they were parts of Toe Natole. No me no more lati in ye Weku Nupa. No more lati ye Weku Nupa. Jobini. Right? Jobini, he was recognized in the house. Ake is a prominent man. Eleni, no ye wekunupa nesa. Le you know nakato note owo. Right? It was there last and nakato. Ni mun late je shenje. E lake je shenje. Ake yobi jile shia. She because she yo ne kame efe ni ne. I may accept le ni amekele fe ni ne. Now, what I'm saying is that ni noto wo atole mancheni. Ni ke say ye noto wo de. So Jane say ye mukudi. Jane send mukudi.
Ke inwie ne kule inwie lodgeba min blind ise. She blofo ye no ko na chole analogy. Ewo noni ya min wi akeshi ke sen ye mukudi in refer to ni Nortey owuo ke sen in particular. Ke di min refer to that in particular shko ma cheche egbe. She min fe analogy ni shko enke bibo ehe sanekoni woketo osu situation he wo
I'm not happy with that one.
okay wo boy English yeah English koni wo ya no shi ye family isane bi mo be o chom ya ke eye manche ni no tenyi ni no to won ye manche ni oyose won ake ni okwe kinkan do wo na ba ye manche ewo be ni no to wo ye manche fio ke sheiko ni okwe kinkan ba ye fio ye ni ete atashi fio dan ni okwe kinkan jemlien e kuse ba e cha e manche yele no e ko dana agbene hu e yakohimeji abo mlien dani prof eba ni eba cha ni okwe ni Nortey owo manche yele no ni eneke ken tashienu inu bone ya le shishi ni keji oyose akeshin afo be ni Nortey owo gazette emli ni aha ni kinkan gazette be eventually hu mo kemoko tase ba yose akeshin ni Nortey owo be manche yele ya mo shi ojogba for which pony oba aka akeshi be ba ye manche for which ni ebi ni shishi bi tamo prof ne ken amu ame ba ye manche.
Thank you very much. I'm gonna feel a simple mahabo. The fact Akeshi, I wouldn't want to use the word dubious, but it was dubious. But let me tell you, Akeshi, the fact Akeshi, aye manche, nije ni adistu, okay? Gazette eto manche, ni gazette epa manche. That one, let us all get it clear. Yo yun ho, eke ho, aye birth certificate. Mini gba wa my birth certificate no. Jacob afo. Ni blofo mempo, am like a call for. Oke bile ba ahia. Ni ba nochi, na ba wo le gbe. No ke gbe baba, no ke ba birth certificate. Right? Gbe, wo ko ofo mi for nye ko hodan, shi nye for down. Ken ni ntia agma baby Bridget. Ni twa ke in wife gbe na kegba apete gbeke na ni baby Bridget. Now, ni twa ke na gbe, dan aba ha le mini. Gbe she nyegbe na ke chole na kan time she nuni ni what na kan ni ka amobu na wo botumi be angobo ho ne ke ajieboe na habu gbe bo na gbe na kan gbe no akeba na kwa hi no na chole gazette ni to ke mancha jibo mu na ai gazette habu je gazette fi obo mancha ke ya hi gazette ake gbe kokoko ke nyi na ke hi gazette. Now listen, atoni not to wo manche ni not to wo je manche na gazette le 1984 sorry 1986 a gazette le ne ye manche not to wo there is no case. And I want anybody, I'm challenging anybody in Osu to prove there has never been any case, any disturbance charges, anything, anywhere, none.
Obe manche yele ke jebina to le ke ba shingmene ya on ke ba shingmene ni hen aloda.
It is not about hen aloda. I'm building a point, so allow me to build my point and don't force me to answer your question. The point is that Inke, he has never faced any judicial committee. Okay, that has ruled against him. Ni nohewo abashia, ni nohewo afe kusum, ni akekpale. And therefore, keme kumonti ateyeko na meka mete ama ato manche. Ni for the sake of government business, the gazette which give us the recognition for recognition acts in statutory recognition, no ni bokote afe ni ete ya haleko. You know what? In like government in fair business, that's not mean akeshi. Be monato le kusum na. Listen, so my point is that not to woo eji manche. That is my point. As to how anybody want to take in not to woo femini eji manche. Ni kinka boom be bayi in manche based on what not to work a court. It cannot ni kinka a court. Many ninka you court. Most of the courts say no be Osu manche masano but not to work currently cases ni your jeme na withdraw ko ni kinka bu. Many court mean recognize Nikinka as manche. It was per certain understanding, okay, of peace, spirit of peace and unity. Okay, one man only a way. Bonyo hu di sanokele ayi. Be mi ni be poten kla. Bonyo hu mi ni sanokele ayi. Bomo egbo. Ni keji we mi gbola amoko. Ke ni bi ko me ni ngba wona. Ni no to wo ke. Ani one me Angmehi, ni Osiahene, nye wa na for that because na kan ni e banshia manche yele e ko se ken banshia no kejipo na gba na hunwe ni e ko se ken femini ken banshia ko ni wokwa mo ni wo sa wo shia ko ni anyeni aye manche. So my interest is not about no mo manche, not to where you manche. Ni akpakule yakusuna. And I want somebody to prove but not the questions of e yefi oneshi ni manche yele je se na atadoni a chicken ya na a chicken ba. And that is why a like a pakule kusuna. No one is saying femini, a aje custody. No one is femini, a was saying, no one may comment a palace me, na me ba out, na me yuakeshi, na me bote palace me, na me test room. It was empty and there was no stool there. I have the evidence. Okay? It's there. One of these days, I'll give it to you. I'll call you here and I'll give those evidence to you. Me, I have told you, okay, I deal with document, graphic, times, publish, nakai. News say, okay, they said when they entered into the palace, the stool was missing. Because now me take over palace say about biami by the news I guess you. But now me te jeme yo te fi de kan ke wo ni be jeme ne. Ni stool no di authority. No owner stool. Shinke stool is in the custody of Nino Togo. Now let me answer you.
Keme ntawo baba anya ni achia benke ni aya to sen ke ba. Shin no aka fa akeshi
no what dey
no aka fa akeke yo eje in question e to e back
but we need not to wo eje manche ni not to wo na be the prof ni not to wo ke I am old, I am tired inke kwa ke prof aye manche mini by force shinke aya sa hia but me in choice ji ashimashi keje anya sa hia atan ni wo fe wonu wo yin hie ne balepo ake be bi antone wo nye me ye abi ye ni yomwe na bi ye ni amo ame yo jeme ke wo fe ni wo be hia ami ye wo nye wo fe komi be kunwe wo kwa ke abanya fe nominations ke prof a choose amen na choose prof she come fe mo e ba mo na choose wo fe wo mo emi ko ni wo ya. And I'm telling you from the beginning I told you okay they refused ever to see eye to eye with that matter being resolved. So who do you blame? No many me ni Osiahene ke atofuche won wotashin wokake gbemene ame yes and yakpa Ejake bedi mi te pale say me. I know ake ameke inke so much egbe inke me come wi. Eko sana to fuche one family. Eba pale say me. You will build jasi. Then partially some people accepted. Going forward there, some also were like, oh, atofuche akele yisani. Na ke sani ye. But you see, Obi, today I want to take advantage of this your medium to say something, okay? It pains me so highly, and I'm disappointed in certain characters that I met in the palace. Because how can you say, Akeshin, I have a me, and yet you hold me, I'm a committee court before. Now I'm a bar court. I'm a bar and I had the full judgment against Army. They never knew I had that judgment. They persuaded me to hide it, which I did. To hide it just because in the spirit of meaning, unity. Aka fe ni ake meni nka meka kukita afe kusumfi okoni manye nke me afe mini. Aka kita kunu afe mini. Wa ya wo hie. No bo nke na kan court ni bi ehia no na te na. Me ne wo mokole na she no you are referring to court na keleti. The court o jenye keleti she bi keleti. Na she bi ka meka ba judicial council epo na yesane. We are talking of Lumo. She na kan she sane na kan sane she sane. So why don't you consider Koni atofuche one family. Eba, why do you want to poke your nose into somebody's house matter? Meanwhile, ya yo wo we no look at Abi. She can't atofuche no look amaye. I mean, what sort of people is this? Then they call you the media and they can have time, insults, lies, and they think they can get away with it. Because Kefi and Sumo Nimayue. It's Sumo mi blamo. But now I said I am ready for them.
Ni oiradon kan mi blamo ne ni toiboloy ejin hwiake insane bi mo ni call no ni ma no jake prof no mi ke inamo yi manche hion yake boni ni gbla mi onu shishin insane bi mo shkwen ko ba pese ke ba shi bi ni wo ya wo hie ni insane bi mo shkwen e ba ko boni ni wie Jonathan situation na ke boni ni owo no ba fi remedy ni ji ni no to owo go more ba fi remedy ni yosio be ni no to owo credit akeshin manche and putting it in context with Jonathan ne ke boni ni bi etele kun emoko ba ka akeshin ni no to owo sane ke boni menkele twa then no is still hanging for which ni ehin ake kole aba okay no ba fi reference point ake isani be prof woman ba anye ni pete eno he credit akeshin no ewo be prof ye shima alo shifimo jogba akeshin kechono no awole manche shi wo ba ya wosane gba no ni insane bi mo ni nye seji inge ba wa bi ene shi insane bi mo ni nye seji akeshin bebli ni nke owo we amantra bi ya nasane gba shi awo yo eke ni Osiahene no bata shi amli ni no mi eyosi e bule ye wie mo mi na aka ye bule ke habo eke na bo ke bo ye fine ke ni bi eyosi oba aka lumo aka ni Osiahene ni no ba ho ba ke shi ani bi ke ha ame yele yeli alo ame sen ewie aka ame fi no kuno ba wa me ke no na call ni oba ke ntashian nto wo we di enche nto wo we owo tenmene ne na aka oti akwaje egbe ni oya mo lo fun bi keba lo fun bi fe keba bi ene na to le lumo enu shishi na kan no e wo no ba yo si amehia ke jeme credit ji lumo yeli shia no fu amesi ke ya he konklu blafo ba ke ne double standard ni na kan ji
Men ya kwa amehia ke ya wo manche.
yo si aka amehia credit ni ji lumo yeli shia ta owo we shia den.
It's not double standard because I mean yele na I mean invite me. And na can be amia fi ne can come in. Well, for the sake of that unity, I went to the house. No normally ekemu kun yele akioleni ake bi ojomo ake wo bo ake na kan bi amina me yele ni le hu e bote komi ami e ba jomo ha me no ni le hu ni inyemi yoni ke oli egme na makebu inyemi yoni aye gbe ko me na ma aye hia ni ame pa me ma aye je me meanwhile gbe ko me ni na kan hia me ma aye je me court ye agma aye no inyemi yoni no apart from everything Ke mene krapo ni tashi ne ke kofu po ne twami ne ke ni awo twati nkele ba twati ye ke shi bufu ye shi ama ama ye provided aka meji mi ake ekole bi antone minta oni ma fe no ko ni enwo amena de hi shi enwo amena. But the point is that lele intashi amini na ko ni lele ni intashi amini na eni na ko le ye owo winta into owo I will forever point that house because that is the house. Okay, ishi ni nta je ajuata for me inni alo inni ni kansowa inni ni kansowa shiane shini ni kansowa ne ye obi ye ne eshi ne ya he ishpon ye gose ole jeme ni emeshi an ye jeme wo jeme ke bi ife yo mi jema for me na o mi gbe ye jeme ni be ni ye ba fan le no ko po na chola ajuate en surprise le ole no ko ima mi ye bi ye no that the bune here be no jeme mami yo she ne po akenje be onushi. I remember there was a time no me talk no saniko na wi keke mami refer me ake o chekwen oni ka o chekwen ni ge na mo jin chekwen ni ke o nyaju ate bi ele sade yenye mi ke ma na me nyaju ate bi again like ke bo like aju ate oje no me yo so salem but that is to say akeshi afom ye shiane no fe mi ake je shiane no jimi. Right? No one in Chonye ni yake. If he mi yake, mukotomo no to wu at age 90 years. Mukotomo no to wu. Ne ke kinka cha hunke bashing mene. Ni kinka ke buwe. Ni kinka capability as the president of the regional house couldn't have had a hard evidence against Noto Wu. Ake Noto Wu papa. Je uwuwi eje. In brother, I'm pleading within ye many or okay, they have caused this. So I'm pleading with them. They have caused this. Because when I made a proposal at the palace, okay, I actually usufruct in energy, Roman, Anglican, and what have you. Could never form an independent committee, okay, with a independent, legal-minded person. Kuni abote mi na kwe who is who. Na can be a me working feni work African only no kuponi nka me palace me nka ma ke even in that house can me fiatem na me ke dante dem what forget about akwa JB that house abana split nobody no ni you me mali but dem boy ayi ho dasi ka akwa nyi to mo no ni nke bo ngbasa ni o ya ye ho dasi no te ba ojue ake abe na no because moko ke enike is there, right? But I saw this nka ma ke ni kinka eya boko moden hako ni boni esanjin yeli ke bi ba fi basa ayo mi akedanko like waka ye mancheto usani koni woni wo fu bla nu ni eya belewo no le tonjo le ke ba yanjo no le ke ba yanjo no le nyumo pe ke wo fe wo gbo wo shishipon na ke o may you rest in peace ke ya rest of peace ke wo fe wo cheje mo ba na no le mi enle no. But I'm saying akeshi I thought ake ene meji advice ni ha koni kwe wo feel na kan ne shishinu mo je ake kwe ke wo feel na kan ona ka ba nyi wo fu wonye mi ble oni ya ke ete kuna gbene ke wo ba kun wo he no ba fi mi ni shi na kan time mi hu mi dwomo je ake na kan bia mi won resolve ona through the many chone a committee what resolve no ba na a common front ni be no wa gbe manche fun na won ba wo manche inke amekpele boy just me akake dan chuto boni chonye nwie ni nke akedan akachu. I was against it. My head of family is in the meeting. He was against it. There is another rep from here was against it. No be nyemi Piccolo po ye Ghana previously. He was against it. Then I'm raise economy Piccolo ifagbe. Keni ni wo fe wo yue mo dia ke nye hold her on. She then olerun mana ke fi ke mi awon gaga ke mo ko bi ba fita jasi e. Ke mi awon gaga jasi ke ka mo ko bi ba fita e. Ke mi awon gaga jasi ake yo ko pe agbon na keleba ake numo ko pe agbon na keleba ni imbileje na ge ni efe na fi against me because of the position I've taken. But igbana but me tell ni nyema na mele akishin. I meant well for them. I meant good for them because I am sick and tired of this long litigation. So I thought akishin we could understand. Shina ke dan achunwe ame boy manche me prepare mo. Ame boy me ni ba ye manche prepare mo. Ni chon ake be me he ni jeni ba like I'm saying we all have our camps. Okay? So but I owe them nothing. I owe them no explanation. I owe them nothing because I took risk to come in the mix of them. and believe that Keshi, whatever we agreed on before me entry there, which is called unity process, could have continued.
Insane bi money nyese jake ogbe olumogbe ni ji Osiahene sanjin pie ba nka ya Keshi nke no nupako yue ma namely here pa egbe no fio shin eyo sustu secretary dan ni ko kwemi kekemi aka ihe epa ogbe no shin efi ochekwen apparently agbene hu bemli ni sanjin na ba ye wo we shin kenye bemli na ke be prof ba mamli wonu na ke wa ke shin Osiahene mokoni esa manche yo Osiahene polish your shoe keni bi bodenche ochichi ekome ata ogbe na many ji eshishi kra many ji gbe na many ji ke agbaosu na ko Osiahene many ji rule
Shall I give it a girlfriend in Manche, a boyfriend in Manche? This is senseless talks. And capture this, I'm telling you, it's senseless talks, senseless statements. And you see, I pity the people who made it, including that so-called thing called my uncle. That so-called thing called my uncle. I pity them.
You culture here.
I pity them. And I'm telling you, they should bow their heads in shame. What is the importance of, after King Ken's death, them rushing for Osiahene? I'm back at me by I'm like one tra. No, I'm back we couldn't pack ahame Osiahene, na me to Osiahene. Na can't you know me let ake? Ahame Osiahene na me to Osiahene. You couldn't pack what Osiahene you. I'm a force how you couldn't pack fine. Can you care Yabato le Jeto, Wabafe Kusunko, na fe neke? Because ekejete me kumeka kokita kuna kakita mbra amake wano kwale ni na leta na megma yakwa ka megma Osiahene lo alo amegma otutu ohini alo amegma wa bo ohini dam yakwa ka mi na megma leta ami. And when the day started this twist, when Namo, if you know what manche yilije, Imbra, you will help me, okay? Mahabu, I will contract you, and I will pay fully your research. What manche yilije akwamu? Go there. No kwa kame no kuna cholo Osiahene ejeno. No kwa keke ame no kuna cholo Osiahene e benko manche sempolo. Kwa mwake benko manche sempolo. Right? So, a surprise. And that thing, but the point is that, you see, for the sake of respect for Ajuate and the stool, okay, that I am the custodian of. I'll be lenient on them. But I called on my ancestors who actually fought for this position, who were inherited this position, who actually has worked in this line till today where we are. I call on them to follow them, go after them, and teach them what they know not of.
Only NCA no call you be lenient with them, no G taflache taflache wobo alolo mo. Alekule no ye bluffwe mi wen kola menu. Chicago kemba gamli hu be ni o meni chogbe ke ni bi won alo o lomo ameken ha oni men ko na
en boko won nke meni Osiahene je nse name ni Osiahene shiane won ma Osiahene shiane je was say name ni. It's a stool name. The position which we occupy in Osue what position eji Osiahene. And Obodai Nke ya no ya biake apart from Osiahene na moji moni kra manchesen yo sune osu manchesen na mo yo na moji moni kra
I am koni kra te acho mo te mini ji lu mo gbe
acholo si ahene ni na kan mu leji moni you the final right to perform on manche elect meaning ka fe kusun fe ahale yeko emu Osiahene eje na ba fe kusun Osiahene po play two roles ke jase ekpe na ke danchu inka ke jase ke dansu ke jase ekpe na ke danchu na ke te shiande shame no na ke dan ake candidate ama me your right we have no right of selection and nominations okay no ka me fi ame selections na me nominate a candidate okay ame keleba ha jase wo ba fe le vetting probably one way certain expectations no ba fe vetting ke wo gbe vetting na jase fe keleba ho Osiahene ake kwemo ake domo eyuemu lo oloni yo because le ikele asenchumi finally le chun ekusun hale wo le sanenye e ascertain ya keji le kwe ni kele te senchumi ni noko ne sana ke asenchumi ye na kan mo here Osiahene le ba fe mi le ba na problem Osiahene ba kwa eya young nakedness akeje akpakeche ni lu je ni una le yin pepepe se ko na ni afo ata una ne don se pepepe se ni ni ekule eche ni aketa no na no ba kwa ke je akpakeche ni lu ke kwa fin tan Osiahene ke jase e ba back ni ba bo jase amani yake anyeme ni efe mi ni gbomo eyuemu no ba nyi wo ke wokusun acha no
when you first key role
now agbene keji abakusun efe mo mi woto wokusun shi wota shi no ekusun fe loy na mba ta shi wo ba ta shi ba kwa me amba fe kusun efe ya ma nche yo na chumi wo abafi no fe no no ka fe ni wo ye uda se efe ni wo ta shi no afe no fe no na agbe ka kele te inshona na kele kuse then the major role ni chon ake na kan mu echo manche be she no doji Osiahene fi omini e ba domo ese inu yuemu ekome mo Osiahene ko beto ba nye ni jase ko beto ba nye de yin manche ntele le yente in predecessors abetele manche ko de ni wo le ni wo kale trust yin no ni oboda wo mo ni wo kale trust yin no ta flat up na fi ono na chole squat okay mo de che baba ble o bo hiemi o kele sasen no le no e ba wo ehi no ke ko kele fi mini esa no le no e ba wo ehi no ke ko so kele esa no shete eyemu ke na kan period do kele sa do teta me that short period there no mi Osiahene ekolo ye npai cheme nye iradun akeni nche nye ba ni na ni nfe ne eyemu neke ni oche no mi fe plan yi aken kwa ke gbomo ne do mo se ba gbe silo no ko ba ni na lelo e se ekwe jase me message na me bo nsenchu emi ba ya ke akunta abuku ya fi yake ke Osiahene pekele je me ba nye ne kele ta asen no de ba nye ne fe mini ehe dun ina ke na ka cho dun shi ni nju ndoko e wo amenyo me ta asen na me yo hu dasi no echu aka me ba machu kusun ye senchu emi
be jase che on be kusun ko chumo ye sen ke ba podie nche be ko obu yo aka je ebo pe se ba Osiahene ni echu kusun
masa you see please they should keep those stories to themselves Osiahene pe echu ni ye senchu emi Osiahene pe echu ni ye senchu emi no wo no nchu aka ekole ke ha ano quality be jin he wo agbene ibala ke jase efe afi mini amenyo amebutu ochu emi na me yo dase akeshi o lele shi jase pepo jase pe enyo ya achu emi moko kokrumpu nya ebuti chu emi na menyo me yo dase akelele eke heba akeleta no eke heba ana ake itasen no lele eduna isa sen no me agbena ta flache keke be eyemu no inle beni Osiahene boy manche tuegblamu ke gugungblamu ke nyinyo jinfa ni ta flache ke tete afini se ye han le I don't know when ni kejo ke wo ha o ma hin yen lo tole ba ha no nche lumo yeli ye woto mo sofu yi she ni nta yo ma se o ne ne je no fi o mi lumo ene ode ye ani ni no e ba nye fe mi ode she fe mi lumo okay ona no ni kan na ne ene fi o me lumo ene ake nhyehyeye ke okeje twi mi ke mbagami yen nhyeja ke atole be muni ato nito ya hyehyɛ be ato ewe ne etomo osofo no kele ba pe ne wo clerical no twon ake me na emini osofo ni no ko na ene ye na ne ye je won je tufa she twon ake be me ne ma onu kwako ni atole e won she
ono je afli
da be no je afli to boni ne she afli mo lo ye den che aye me ni mo afli nti mo ma ba je me na afli mo lo ye ho ame won hyehyɛ no afli ye de che kadimony she hyehyɛ di to we afili academy difference ni hyehyɛ di to we no ba na ka afili ayele different ay afili ni oba na kpɔ bi yete etwon ake na kan mu je ne ke poten lumoni ne kani ona boni chon e wo ayele no kole inche no ni penta o ma ke jake don't ever sit somewhere and think ake you are disrespecting me but you are disrespecting that position. And tomorrow, this same position will punish you. Like today, the way this position is punishing some people. This same position will punish you. Like today, the way this same position, Osiahene, is punishing some people. It's not me sitting here. It's not me, the physical being. Okay? But my ancestral position, which you are disrespecting, is giving you the authority. In Brahma Kebodoko, aye sanjin. Look, ato mancheme ni Osiahene role ya fe basa yemi. Ni judgment court okwa olenu committee, nyemite committee and what have you. As state yemi, Osiahene ayane ya chukusu ni sane femini. Echu e manche ni koni mancha femini. Eye emu. And I keep saying okay, in the jase, ko Osiahene be Sake atawo Osiahene. But the other position say, too. In fact, I don't want to say not relevant, but if you're to jail nobele ake kame be, ona, woke min ke jase chepo ye, obani woto manche. Yake minji money finally ma femini. Ma chukusum ye senchu emi.
Boji money ye final say ye jase ye mlin. Yo manche yo
yicho. And I give him that respect. Ni inja se che.
Ke jase che ji yicho ni Osiahene ni here final say be ene shishino mo ye no aye yicho ye say no na ye money je yicho ni shile here final say
yes, there's a lot into that.
Yo
na kan je me inso mi blamo ko ba alo macho ene no to mo bani me ko men e kole amame no jiake ame ato ta flache na yo keke. I don't want to go there, but there are reasons. Ni itamonaka.
Ni oira don wake wasane gbamba na agbe ehwe mi insanji bi motomo eten ko pebe wake ba na agbe ni teino ashigente ni di enyo ejeme ni eye lumo akosu manche ni keje ato ni kinka na akelete image aba mlimpa ba na egbojo ojogba akosu manche ni te abaya le ante tinye baya le ante.
The least I say, the better. Forgive me. I don't want to talk about that one.
Okay. Yo ni ke be no ko chon wi mo ni te ole be oblami no wi o che fire ko o che fire ye be owo wi shiamlin ni be mahule la ke ni no fire in leked no injio be ni Nortey injio akekemi ye wasane gba mli egbe ko banakan ni min to ma bia ke to le lo anten
fire nke mo ko nchuni nke be na me ma letter nke o very well nke be na me ma letter mo ko ye jeme na echuni ni me na asusu ake ibanye ye manche no mo ni chuoni na kan be ami me ni chuake na kan be ami na kan mo nye ye manche chinche fire.
Okay. She ben chwa ko le na kan mo ake chuni. She mimi bi bo ake ni o fa ene toli watch fire on ten
ejajo ate ni lojo gba eyi Osiahene.
Okay. Te ole be nyeminu Nicholas o ten
ejajo ate eyi Osiahene.
Okay, me ye personal connection. Okay, me ye personal shram. Okay, me gbasane dan. minute no yebo ka mete mini gye shramo.
Oh, Nino fire nkele nako that cordiality. JB she woye bule ko ye wotin ni washramo. She Nicolas ele anto lele de to pen jibi mo ne she wo ba ka ke to pen fo eji wo somehow e wo le nkele gba she ne hu e nkele san gba basically e fe ya based on me na chole the ke manche me sanjine ni no mi nkele for you about ekomi fe mo ye hia he will tell you ko bi le ne ba ke bo nkele san fa gba fe san gba fe ya fio ya ke no mi he was keenly against ni to okay and if a public opinion e kopo that the bunena ni not to we a palace me ne ba na echon ni je osunyoji not to wo na efe ne ken kedi bi ni judgments na here na atwon ake no e wona ke to not to wo e benjo ake afọ akron ken bi it wasn't true ona boni nchon look amete no ika na kan ta me eyin ewuluko ni chon ake amefe appeal against ni na judgment afọ akron judgment but that appeal like okwana kan appeal nkele ke chomi nkele ke appeal ne it's not against afọ akron because on ake akav first greater Accra Eastern region it was one ne akav one from each other shina kan time me sajinye na ayomu ona sajinye ni that complete house in yomu woni akav ke je here they continued with the cases as it is or it was no ameyi ona boni eyo wo amameni na ejake ame appeal over the wa ame appeal against the ruling but they were appealing against against the role that is many yesani ediji Eastern region that was what they were appealing against okay so I told him okay Nicholas kemukukwe ene Ona, it is not an appeal against the judgment, but it is rather appeal against Heni ayi sani ye.
Ame yikunim ayahame.
Oh, near the child appeal any na. Ona judgment. There was no judgment.
Ye ka ayaha mele abasu swan ke many ye sani ni ayaha ma ke shi ame lack na kan capacity aka abata sani no ebe kwasho judgment.
There was no judgment of such. Okay. She in am appeal ke ni amefi. Then follow to Ghana Traditional Council. Okay, Nino Huele, there was a judgment. In fact, I may not make a Ghana Traditional Council, but they lost there. One can be anything in like Kimbra. I'm a young man. Nina ko into a Germany, Nako Blanwe, tell you, man, church. You tell you, man, you can't very well like a Beba Nami before, Kuni, Nikinka, Michon. In Nake, I was very vocal. Okay, I was so much influential in certain ways. Because of Noto Wu the way nami kuni like wakuni wofi ba join me ni can join me let me can go but once you join me me ka odi work sa hanyehia ona so it has been only imbra amaka bunuko owo we be ne just because of neke friction ona ame dispute na wo ni ehani gbe ibaka amete shimbra ola kekeje 2014 na to me including recent kita ni yaka kedi bi ne imba ke bonoko I have spent all this time I think ikake min somo owowe because inke kinkan twa kedi me kinke ba choko na e wo hia na emi o get me kinke ba ko si an ni sane e hia na emi inke courts kedi bi fe ni tefe ke assume na assume including recent ones na fe about owowe and I think I spoke to Nicholas severally. Bra, let's find a way. Onani, you are a young man. Taflache, you are educated. Ni michon afeni bi kuni. Yake mancha yidi ngishin yo. Kunye na ese. Oh, dabi. Ewo ehane efi otomo. Ke ba shikomi e ba nye ya hu na ne ba femini. E ba ekun believe in ake I will have a change of mind. But he comes and I'm still with help, let's resolve your matter. Onani. Ewo lenkele national moju ba. Shike jabedi ni kinka gbeshi ne. If I can due warnings, don't let me use warning, but advices that I gave him, which he turned it down, it became difficult for him to get closer to me. But I have really had a good time with that guy. I have. And these are my family people. I respect them.
Me no okay na kan money ni okay let have good time before okwe no ba yobu ale ni le ba chon so manche tamoboni oyosi akeshin e interest
Okay, ta ni ko mayishi you say anything no many mayishi mahale. Amejajuate, I will gladly do that.
je akesh ko ba yobu ale.
So money a cause of problem ya mukoshia. E ka cause problem ya mukoshia. E anu ba oshia ba yoshia sane. Ame anu osa me ashia. Ka me nta oni still boy. Ame ye manche there should be that understanding. Ona boni ame ni ye dan. No na me ni na ba maleke jajuate ete ya ye. O get me. I think it is okay. It is fair. I believe it is fair. But amehani what fair in such a way I poake ku amehia me abanye na rotate. There ni oda amake bunuko. Olake the owner shia a rotator. Olake a rotator. Oya we.
Davi.
Ole amake bu. Ona shia wulujibie. Okay? Ni note kwashi no minji say. She because note kwashi ye manche. Ona he wo ni le e amase ehia e afeto mo bi ke ni bi fe yaje na kan side no because am be hia wulu emi ona kekeji afi yake ka ye bia ba ye bia e ba feto ke ba fi one sided ona e wo amenye na me agree yake be ke every ten ni ba do wona aba kwa hia ni ye kenkene na ba the next one no na kenka e ye no te kwashi no mi no be bia ne keje bala keshi prof ye tan ona inshallah amen kemo amen le gbe na abaya shia wulu emi ni ayawo ye shia wulu emi ona such rotation e wo ko emi ne woni wonye me na me ani atashi na kwe me manye ni mi hu nke na awo mi as a member of Jasi and a respectable person ake nyele noko ame ba ye manche ko ona boni nchon she wo fe wo ka shishi no mo aba kunu waka ke biane kenye ye ekomi ye amon ba ye ekomi ya ke be na finye nye na mokone ye ame no nye femini nya ma me na me ba ye
Me na keshin you were trying to be quite unfair to Nicholas me keji obaka keshi ama me jebi ene shi ameye shi chebilo yosiaka me ningi man chekemlinjele ni obaka keshi bo prof eja keshi ni Nortey owo ebaye manche ni chebile wole bebe ni ake ni no to wo be alo ni bi ni eba ehe won fe ni chebila ame no ne ke eyeke wula shin nke no ba wa bi ene da ina agbe salibi moji oba anye ni
unfair to them kaji nke ni no to wo baye manche it is true ake ni no to wo baye manche ne kaji nke ameje shia na emi it is true ake ameje shia na emi no ni mi nchon ake I have been so much fair to them and me in all my dealings say okay the business I have done so far in the suit since me in by Osiahene is towards the unity of that house. So I've been that fair. They have not been fair to me. They have not been fair to me. And therefore, I expecting them, okay, I'm about blame me. They should find a way, okay, what resolve the differences among them. Going forward there, I'm going to we come menjiame. Watch man be we manche down. Oh no.
Ni ofon irado in agbe san in last two questions mi na ke in time be share in last two questions say ji ken ta se flenge ne nye ke kia mi ake shin na bu mfi plekple ake ina ke she fi tamo be osu a hwe game ake ko ta se flenge mi na numogbele mfu mi na osu ala tamanche mi na be ni oklimi kuku ame ya afa ni ametu ni ashigente agbene huwe mina be boni Osiahene ni o togbejiano ke nye me kome ke atofuche ni nyento nojia keshin prof dana agbene ya fa huwe mina nojia keshin ja meni yo jasie no nyeme nkronkrume niji ni saba chen nye bla mi akeshin be ameke lete to wo wishia wo be fit on bla ne nye fe nye play nye card say na akwa money ba prevail nye konsu se efe game ni nye fe nye ntwa money ba ye e wo kete ni
oboda bumu ni okonsu se ashe game ko ba hele shoma na ke anytime no ba chese egbe nko akeke wo han se ye shiba mi
Indiye seja ko su sen wulu efio mi hu insen wulu eja akeshi osue injemlin crede ko
ne me particular share game ko ne obodai madabushi shidani nkama ha bo mu jake oji one of the icons ni nyehami the opportunity na kan time po bonko Abladi TV she will have the opportunity on Metro TV severally ni no me ni jino ni yo ko ba kai osu ekomi fimo osu manche masani boni totomo yo boni aje totomo mi na ke woni kinkan boni hani woni bi mewo boni hani government aye abo awo ofa ne bo kai o ne ke maja ni bi I am not in for a game. I have still been very consistent with my position. No ni pay your name jake insumo ni e kan ake fonjeme. That is not to say I've been right all the time. That is not to say so. I may be wrong. I may be heard. But all that I'm trying to say, Jakeshin, let me take this advantage to tell Usume, they should forgive me if they see me with a different eye. Like people have placards going around calling me names. Osiahene is a thief. Osiahene is a dangerous guy. Osiahene is so and so. The only thing that I speak, in fact, they have encouraged me because that tells I'm that important and recognized. And that is why they think I am something they don't like. I will make sure I will work on things. Because I am not that. No, I mean Nami Nakan. So I have never played games and I will never play game.
Ni ofaine ni Nortey buchi ni prof ni amrone akele wuchumliye mambi bas mona ameli moniji eja akeshike ayato mokolumo ate shikeke ni awo moko mo femo here say na mo yegbeko no shin akwomlin ken awo moko min yo ba ke mambi ake prof g na money
na prof ake eji young man ni eye ishiba taflache eti school noni make jake ona ake beni gazette na beba foni no to wo lumoyelimi ni no to wo base respect ko meni kwa ni no to wo jake ni no to wo chuni state house in down at a managerial level na kanu eke TDC tuning ni no to wo is a contractor. He's an educated person no wo ona ake keji litigation pu ni ba ni kinka le hu taflache wona ake moko le hu ye shikamo fiu le hu ni bia kokko egbeja no to ko me una ni elumoyeli mi eke woje osue eke wote ashe regional house of chiefs as a president. I think keji ni kinkenye ko wote ashe regional house of chiefs as a president ni mene ni no to wo ke wo ko le hu background dani ni kinka ba for me wo banye wo ka no hu is another nene altogether ona ni okoya no ato manche besake this time okwe Osu is the seat of government. Osu is the eye of the entire country. Osu is the business hub of the gateway and what have you. No sake una strategically mokoni he fits in ona in all ni prof ona is a professor of law and that is in finance law. Okay, he's a lecturer. Mokoni is as young as he's into a lot of international organizations. A background there is sufficient that Wahio le AIA just regional house president should the opportunity arise, but national house pu ibanye eyi and ke wokwepo ne towo ni eyi ne sausu keshe ko ibanye po ne resign the president. Michon is a material ni I believe akeshin ibanye ne kwe mamufe no, and this is what I saw in him, and it started well with Usume when he has not even thought akeshin manche yili kopo ba ji ehie ehale una lake bokoni ni nchijo bokoni isumoni na ke menu ye here amena minche. Therefore I think he is good to go, but more importantly noni najiake osu kenchi no ke ha osu samu je osu samu as in blog ke cement, but ne ke madia problems ona jase egbe akuchi egbe menefi ne ke afi ni bi papa ne it has a background on conflict resolution. No mi na ke mokoni ebanye ni ewa nekedi bi nefe aye emu. Personally, I have had an encounter. We have sat down to talk. It's not about me. It's not about Nino to. It's not about just Owowe, but how do we move Osu forward? Making what a presidency that when you come down, it shows no reflections on the people of Osu. But we want a leadership that at least say Obanyimona signs. Okay, Mambiye, whatever it is theirs that is coming in. I'm in benefit Kenjemi. Ni that assurance. Even immediately he comes out of the room. Immediately he comes out of the room, his first agenda, okay, is how to bring the cortices together and quickly formulate a program. I believe the program is already there, but how to implement that program. Now, quickly, the royal home say, "Beke abanye ameboing schools, ne aba support ame with fees. Agbene yemeji, ke himeji ni oma amiye. Aba kwake nibi ni ba futuro ke nibi abanye ni ape ame electricity, water bills. I help ame. Ni yake enye obanye yomo ko ni bob pe esun ye chumi. No electricity ke water fe ko le ko 50 Ghana cedis a month. O pay na kaniye ohale. These are the things in nake e because these are the things ni Nortey Owo, okay, where is agenda ni itaw ni kwen efi. No, makake prof. So far, this is what I know about him.
Bimli ni ake prof jeo be mamling beke ba ajuate mambi kame na police fui baba o ni be ayasha amra loe susumo dia ke shimbe amra loe jimeni ke amehe gwomli ni ato mancheke ha osu ameke to be gamashino hi na ameke be amra loe hiemli na ke wo ni take true ni amra loe hu esu etunkeba osu ni wo manche ni nekeno na emi ni je oke mo na aka shi ni nyemba police fui mambi encho na aka police fui mbunye hi na una kenye ba wo bi ene wo be amra lo ehe mi keje ebe mi shikwen police fui esa na mebu onye ni mene hu no oba ne wona aka metra pata amlingbe ni ekume ontra abala ni ma ajo ateshi ahin etuntun
Yo inyemi no ora don amra lo eje jase ni amra lo eto manche ni inle amla lo sane na you na efe mi akeka ke police here but amla lo ji police even though they are one arm of it. But the point is that ke obafe public programming ya ke una ke manche to we amomo no anyo gbeno na ba no one letter will have police. That is the public order act. We have to respect it. No one ma me kwen won fe even a week before. She knew me. Then they told us if I make a because I'm a program school. No, be what keto. If I can work here, if you no what a balake and what feel this week. Ni offend one no police say Achemi police station several times. It has not been easy. Not easy at all. Achemi several times. All in the name of lawyer going maleta keba ake wo hold on no wa afi shama file suit achemi ake aje palace me ake report ko meba no okun ata no hold on. What I kept telling the police is that one hanye enough notice gbeme ni ke workpa ni efi mo am about authority because me afi ni imahabo wolo. So what no after the fourth and back we agreed the balake I'm a grantor, Koni, I'm our support. But you see, police presence say no na. Ene is just a quarter of non-akabatoni kinka, okay? But ene pono na. The reason being that me come threatening. I'm a threatening. They told the police, I'm a bad drato. I'm bad no. I'm afineke. So the police thought she look. Be me be ba bi wogbe. Mambi jame. No na ma afi ame no chumoni. Osiahene je wetani. Osiahene je pilot ni manche to no me amato manche no keja amato manche nyeka ba no nyeka me ba no nye ba chula me ni biye wo ba ha me protection na be fe mi ni ameke ya amehia police say ni amebabi na metem ko bute ko hia na emi no only na kan police sane na yo then police say because am ameka ma no ka me so amengma letter ke ko aka me no police bo ba shi bi ya
o police ba nye protect mo chebele wonu akeshin be agmahu kete ni shukun aka ni ne bamle jake it's illegal shi bina ya na police fun mo mba na abunye hi ni ama me no eventually ayafu ame do ka meta se flen ame na keshin be ni ne ko ye ko ne favor nye over men kronkro me mamli ni
o dai ke fe ko yue sane obi o ha me obo mo dem ka me sane bi mo ka me ha mo because amebe oni wa amebe bi ni ko te no abi ame sane ye ona ke fe ame nya ame yue no ni sana ame yue e ka me yue basa mu anu kwale e dia keshin moko ete ya bi permit e seek permission e ya fi program ni bo mo te shoke no ni mo ya fi illegal with what authority? With what authority? Listen, police say it can just say yes and no. It can traditional council yes and no. And the traditional council has no authority over me. Keji ming be mancheto na, right? Ni maya traditional council. But traditional council bear right of installation. Traditional council bear right of instrument. Traditional council right there, jake, e ba kwe kejake moko. Ata na this two mokwe ni bi ni mo fake ni bi ke ne ba nye ka ke oni na 1 nullify ba keke e nullify lo ke mo post na ja sani kusun no keto mo o sa no afemini o ya reverse keje na ka ba ko mo yi cause traditional council e to manche traditional council e pa manche e wo moko o cho e jase right ni mi ke jase di mi no of course je jase di mi e wo Kenya na police ake ya fe no ko bo ke just say di bo me stop me and the police is telling you ake ajido ba onye court go loko alo onye ni na ko na boni chon ni chon akeshi amebe egbeni amefi oni wa anya agbena ye sane ye di ye ko ni nyeba but there was nothing of such no budai let's be a little bit lenient on the police or the market security apparatus. The point is that what wrong have they committed? What wrong? We wrote to them, you also wrote to them. And they cannot see sense in why you are asking them to stop whoever. I'm a Jasi. You claim to also to be a Jasi. Why wouldn't the police also do what? Help you to
Shika police ni enake me nyo eba me hie ni me kome amenu threats poke ni bi he wo ni nwe wo na me ba anye protection e ke lelem police sumoni ri ba ma amli many he we ke nye fe ake nye fe nye ya nye konamli wakana ni no kuye tino eja ke threats ke ni bi eba shi na me ba hanye protection
anybody at all like mokuke esanike be kwa ke any idiot can go to court. Anybody at all can just wake up and just give threats, an empty threat, and therefore you stop an important program because of somebody empty threat, and then later when if you don't take a step, how then do you know what is even saying it could do it? You understand what I'm saying? No, what is the meaning of threat? Until the person acts, acts whatever he's saying, then you can see. No, police fine. No ni you ake abano no le bo o assumption no problem. Me na me bi wo gba ka ma afi no ku we wo ba ha me protection na me fi ameni ko di bomu no ko ba no wo fe shu ake ya no ano no wo mobu no wa lock bo ake bo ame po na me teje na me ka ma no so na lock ame ejake that is not the first statement to take to the police etomo no ke wu ye the police no to aso so they should have been locked right away.
Ibesani police fwe ameli akeshin osuma shikamo bone yo wo ameli bona ba ya la ha
no moe wo na me ka ma ke me me ba big ba ke amafia ameni wo la ke yi sanji yenyete nye shi amena amafia ameni ko ni nye unka ehye nye ta nye fe nye ndokwe nye unye anya afia muku gba muku na ade no de wo ba na hina no kwale ye ka keke wona moni ba fe osumanche wo amekpa police blame mo na mekpa security services say blame mo ken na police nya me say benimi na amamba he ameba fe coronation ye da debu no na ebie ne na meke 400 policemen water cannon ammo cars that can be in for the first time in a tear gas akas one a car a whole van mean as one tear gas e mini spray a troll out a shooter what hey in your go say come say to na fe ni ye bie ne it for your go say ayefo nke ayefo ni beke bi collapse ye akocho na mi can it be ame no me na review e wa me na metama bi ni tempon kon e wa ne yawo te ne fon atinga bi domobie jo dedenye ne ke if you do I will arrest you, if you do I will arrest you minimum go ve armless police fo ne na menye ni je no kopo amenye chokpoti ne na menye ne loni efe problem ha amene chokpoti ne na yene
ametwala tun warning shots
ametwa warning shot because moko utwa ameto moko twa police eto no kwen no je obakake mini ame ha warning shot ekeke ni oboda
inwe na kan because okay amenye chu she mean to oni efe fan wa keshin at least say amenye tunke fatai
amenye tunke fatai ne moko twa ameto no na me ha warning shot aloje na kan to akeba dwa wonye minu ne a windscreen, right? But you know this I'm saying like it also me they deserve better.
Ni be ke chono no ke mambie ayeshe ni ke wie mo ko yo ke ba wa mejinam ni o ke wo ko ni wo ke sanigba banagbe.
Yo mada bushi ke Nikoloi ke meni ni ba she ne ke wo video ne no na ma akwefe nga wo ni make osumen jake ni Nortey Adumua na amele ni Osiahene isuke ban chakiko she ekpakpa nta won ha meda ne meni e anu hihie amegbe na me call no fe na mesumo agbene meni here plaka se kenye ma mi amena na mele ake I no kuna actually defamation of character na amena na mele ake plaka se na me here asha me. It's up to me to take a decision whether I want to probably take them on to tell whether what they wrote about me is right or not. I'm yet to take a decision, and that I will decide. Also, many no aka meba jie ameya yang na men lumu ne many nchengbe na men lumo keni bi. It's funny. No ni penta o make jake mi ni Nortey Adumua nshi ni ntane. Inya ye kwa menoko. But me in live very well like I went into this palace, I went into that camp wholeheartedly with an open arms. Ne me in one me ye be short to yano, including them. No kaji mene ye inequality me ye na ma make mene ne ba domoshi na ma wa ni wo fe wo ba fi he wo ni no iwo e bale boni bale ni wo na ma ji ame yayan ka me play tu ka me ni bi na me ka ke ameke ba lumo mi amena na mele ake the law of karma is there, and when it comes it favors no one.
Be wabada ni Osiahene shin jogban ni ofo ina ira don akeshin okewo eyebe ne ni Nortey Adumua niji ejwe ni Nortey Adumua niji ejwe
Osu osi ahini ke ha osu senwuluwe lepe inyo eke mancheduna tobi enyo maseno ni yuemu chano manyabla
yeah you ablade bi e de je ni wo ke wo gbene sanigba afen wa ona ke nele wo ye be sang about 2 hours she wonder bo shake okay wo eyebe ne wo ke wa ke she wo ni chumo obo na eyo le wo onyo ka ke odamobie alo odamobie ne ke obasmo no jale ni bi amlie tan bo ni wo che e fie wo ye akeshin adafi twaloy ni heni jalesani kan jeme peji ni wo ke ba fon mi ni obodai togbo ashon ne nke Joshua Taria Adom ke Rosemary Koko Anyigba wo ke ni fi mo ne eba ogbeno wo yibo eji 0241431035 0241431035 bomode no gboshan bomode no subscribe to Ablade TV YouTube no like wo hun ye Facebook be kronkron we na drag me ekoni akpe o twa no manyaba.